the Russia-China thing has always been at the background ever since the start of the Ukraine conflict last February. And this has been true for every single meeting, working group. I mean, right through every stage of the build-up to the G20 process. The point I think we have to maybe understand is that the behavior of Russia and China actually does not have as much to do with their bilateral relations with India. I'll come to China in a bit.
Yeah.
But more with the dynamic playing out between them and the G7. So while till now, till Ukraine, we were able to approach the G20 as a collective body, papering over political and strategic contestations and differences and focusing on the subject at hand, which was finance, trade, development, climate. These were the real issues for G20. We were okay. But obviously, February last year has changed everything. So the Russia explanation lies there about the fact that the political fallout of the conflict is now playing into the G20, and there is nothing you can do about it. It is something that is between the parties which are directly involved in the conflict. Insofar as China is concerned, definitely there is a bilateral overhang in Chinese approach to the Indian presidency as against, say, their approach to the Indonesian presidency, or perhaps what their approach will be next year towards the Brazilian presidency. Because under Lula, actually, the China-Brazil relationship has improved dramatically. So, yes, that I think we have to acknowledge. But I don't think the heavens are falling if China is not represented by its president. As far as Russia is concerned, I had always maintained that it is unlikely he will come for various reasons. But in this case, I thought he would, although I now recollect they were quite unhappy with the fact that we had decided to make our SCO summit a virtual summit rather than a in-person physical summit. But please remember that he is also not going to Jakarta for the East Asia and the ASEAN summits. So we have to actually pause a little bit and ask objectively what could be the possible factors in his decision to neither attend the Jakarta summit nor the New Delhi summit. I think it is a much more serious issue than simply bracketing it as a part of an India-China contestation.